Right. Just waiting for people to turn up. What? Come on, phone. Yeah, I made it back right there. Made it back. So did you. Right, yeah. Oh, I get a notification going out. Let's get driving now. I'm waiting for people to come back, but we wasted enough time. Let's see how we go. I did do a test. I restarted it. I restarted my router.
Okay, here we go.
And then I ran a Twitch test, and it seemed fine on that. So, hopefully... As I'm looking at the stream, actually the best way to tell is get back into cab view. I'll wait for that to come up my stream and see if it's a bit jerky. Now that is a lot better. With the window wipers going back and forth on my stream, I can see it, and that is a hell of a lot better. Whoa! And I need to fix my chair up because that almost went flying back as well. Sorry. That's better. I was a bit concerned, I was really concerned about that, what was going on. I also uninstalled me my network adapter, my driver, and the Wi-Fi one as well, and restarted the computer, so I reinstalled that because I wasn't sure. I'm pretty sure it had nothing to do with the CPU and that. And I thought maybe it might be a network error. So, yeah. We'll see how we get on. Is that night time or? I thought we started in the morning. Where's the PM and AM bit? Same to you, Corsey. Well, so far so good. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. But like I said, I don't know if that's AM or PM. Is it 24 hour? Does anyone remember? I can't remember if it's in 24 hour the time. Oh, it must be, because Friday at 1:50, which is 13:50. So we must be, it just seems like we're in the middle of the night. It's a rather bleak day. Anyway, we've got about an hour and a half. No, we don't. We've got, what have we got? An hour's 30 minutes, isn't it? No, 10 hours is 30 minutes. Look at the income just rolling in. So yeah, about an hour and a half. Oh, okay, ATS uses a 24-hour. Yeah, it's starting to get light now.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Well, so with all the problems, yeah, technically I should make it up at the end of the stream and finish around 5:30, but because the timing of the dinner, tonight's a dinner that takes about an hour to cook, and I don't want to do that, so... I started late. Is that dog going? Oh, it is too. It's still going bloody off. It's been... That dog's been barking all afternoon. I mean, like I said, it's a dog, it does that. It doesn't normally bother me, even though it's a bit over the top. The neighbours are getting sick of it. Boy, are they getting sick of it. And I'm the one closer to it. But when I'm streaming, it's just, you know, I know, yeah, you guys don't like it because you're here for this. Not for a dog barking. So far, I haven't really felt the effects of this physics mod on with the trailer. I've definitely felt it with it when I didn't have a trailer on, but so far, so good. And that was probably the kiss of death saying that.
Keep left.
I would if it let me in. Yeah, so I don't know what to do. I mean, ideally, I don't know, crunch into the gears. Ideally, I don't want to run late because of the type of dinner. If I was having a dinner that was simple to make, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But I don't want to have a late dinner. So we'll see how we go. I'm just trying to figure out how much time we missed out. We probably missed out a half an hour, which we had last week or whatever it was as well, with all the issues. So maybe we'll look at a 4:30 finish tomorrow. The important thing is, so far, no skip frames, everything looks okay. So I don't know what was going on there, but as long as it doesn't happen, I'll probably need to stay in that lane still. As long as it doesn't happen again, I don't really care. What was the problem? Of course, technically after the end of this, we've got to head over to our new garage and take a delivery from there. Oh, how many garages we've got now? That'll be the 13th garage, isn't it? That we've just bought. So in 2 more, we're going to end up with the new truck starting all over again. Except different models. Obviously than the ones we originally bought in the first round. Which means before we got to buy them, I've got to figure out what model it is that we own. Just wait until you have to break our gear. Which I wouldn't worry about it too much if the gears were working properly, because I can use the gears to help slow me down, which I did just before you came back. Actually, it was a close call, Causey. But luckily, I was in the range where I could hit into 5th gear. The problem now with the range I'm in, I've only got the 2 selections, 11th and 12th gear. So to go down to a lower gear, I've actually got to change the range first. And then hope it gets into gear. Yeah, but would that idea be a Renault? Because that's what everyone sort of wants me to run on again, is a Renault or not. I mean, like I said, this time round, well, mind you, depending on the model. See, get into gear. Won't get into bloody gear. And the engine options for that one. But I suppose this time around with the Renaults, we've got a bigger budget. Which I've got to calculate what the budget is, because I keep forgetting what we spent last time. Was it half a million? Which would make the budget 550,000 this time around. Can't remember, it was easy last time because when we used to buy a new one every time we bought a garage, but now because, you know, we changed it to every 5th garage because how quickly we're going through the garages, purchasing garages, I've lost track. Well, didn't we use pretty much all of it for this one? How many trucks are in the game again? That's my easiest way of doing it. At some point we've got to stop lifting the budget up because we won't spend all that money. So there's no, well, I suppose it's alright to actually save up. We could keep saving up. Eventually we'll get to 1 million, so we've got to save up with 1 million. But obviously if we buy the truck and everything, whatever's left over will go towards buying the workers' trucks and everything. So Twilight Chronicles 7 in the game. Hey Mike, came in at the right time. Everything's running smoothly at the moment. With the stream, been having problems. Had to stop the stream and restart the stream, restart my computer and a whole other things.
Keep left.
But I'm running the physics mod, physics mod for snow on this one, so this would be interesting. So 7, so we started off with 150, 200, 253, 354, 450. Okay, so it is 500,000's the next budget. It wasn't ETS that was the problem, mate. No, this was something else. It was affecting the stream. It was making it all jerky and stuff, and I was having skip frames continually happening, so... Everything was running fine on my computer, everything was looking fine on OBS, but on the stream itself it looked like it was at low FPS. So I tried all sorts to fix it, and then restarted the game, restarted my PC, restarted the router, reinstalled network drivers just in case the issue was to do with that, and come back on and everything seems to be running fine. I did a test before I came on. In case you didn't know, well, there is if you're using an OBS, I don't know what you use to stream. I should actually put a link in for you so we can give people a link to your stream. Yeah, there's Twitch Inspector, if you're unaware, and if you go to that site, it gives you a little bit of extra bit at the end of it to add in at the end of your Steam key, and you just set up a new stream thing in the stream options. Instead of Twitch, whatever it's called, new stream digester or something, and you use your Steam key, which should be automatically there, and just add that little bit at the end of it, and then you can go live. But it actually doesn't make you go live, it just sends it to a Twitch stream, so it's acting like you're live, everything's acting like you're live and everything else like that, but you're not actually broadcasting on Twitch itself, so no one knows you're live. And that way you can test how your settings are going and everything else like that, and it'll read back feedback and everything. Which is what I did before I came back on. And everything seemed to be fine there, and everything seems to be fine now, so... I don't like the sharpness of that turn there. Not you, Mike. I said, whoa. Something updated in the background? No, I don't know what it was. It was saying, what I was having is skip frames, which references your CPU is struggling, your graphics card may be struggling. Get into gear. Or your network connection's not to something on your network on your side. And there's the other one, drop frames, which is a problem with the connection with you and Twitch, which is normally an issue with Twitch more than you. So if something was updating in the background, it shouldn't have any effect because the PC's powerful enough to deal with that. My network speed is, if it was downloading, wouldn't be an issue because I'm mainly uploading, and that's a decent speed as well. Yeah, my CPU load wasn't that bad at all. Actually, it's a lot lower now though, I have to admit. I'm now looking at OBS, it's a lot lower now than it was before. So something definitely was up Obviously with my PC, because I'm on my end, because yeah, after doing all that, then could be a coincidence, but I doubt it that everything's running a lot better now. Oh, can I judge? Can I sneak? Can I sneak? Can I sneak? Whoa, no. I sort of knew that was going to happen. I was a bit lazy there, wasn't I? I should have slowed down. Like now, because I'm catching up with these guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think I was sliding a bit then when I hit the brakes. Get into gear. This is not the ideal time for me to try and read chat. I've got snow blindness going on here, I've got corners to contend with, and then you're putting in like an essay of words. What have we got? Yeah, I don't know if they don't work on the... No, it doesn't really affect. Even if they do work, it doesn't affect the internet normally. I don't know how they do it. But, yeah. I mean, I was doing speed tests and everything else, and everything was fine. What kind of damage did that do? Actually, let's get on the right. Oh, not that bad. Not that bad at all. Oh, I can see a car up ahead. I can see a ghost outline of a car up ahead. I've just found Translucent's vehicle. If you watch The Boys, you know what that reference was. So, where were we going again? Actually? Oh, we've got a bit of a ferry ride, don't we? So that 22 hours, a bit of that would be on the ferry, you know. Didn't we have to go... The bottom of Spain, aren't we going to Barcelona, and from Barcelona over to the islands? Isn't that what's happening? That's good, because for some reason I was thinking, well, obviously because I calculated the 20 hours, an hour and a half or whatever. And I was thinking, actually, you know what, I wouldn't mind going to the new garage, but the way it's been going today, this is probably the only delivery. So to be able to get another delivery in would be fantastic. What I could do, actually... I could do my editing tomorrow, because I'm getting lazy in my old age. Sorry, I had a tickle in the throat there. I'm getting lazy in my old age, you see. And what I used to do is when I do my editing, I make a card. If you've seen the YouTube videos, you'll know what I mean. It's right at the beginning. comes up with the title of the stream and when it was streamed, and because they're chopped into normally around about 6 parts, 6 episodes, I have at the bottom part 1, part 2, part 3, whatever it is. And I have that running for 10 seconds. And that's a separate thing, so that's all set up. I've got that saved, and when I go into Adobe Premiere, all I have to do is go change the title, the date, and what part it is, and then I save it. I'll save it into a folder called Intro. Well, actually, also the folder to do with the game. So ATS has its own folder in the folder Intro, where I put the intros into. And I used to do them all for the week on a Wednesday, when it used to be my only day off, right? So it's cleared up nice, isn't it? And for ATS and ETS, because I wasn't sure when I'll finish, I'll do 8 of them each, so 8 parts, and the rest of them I'll just do 6, because then I'll be finishing around 5, and even if I go over 5, it won't be that by that much. So instead of having a 35-minute episode at the end, it will be like 30-40 minutes, 45 at the most. Sometimes I get real lazy and go to 52 instead of just splitting it in half, 26 minutes each. More often than not I do, but sometimes I don't for some reason. I don't know why. And they would all be ready to go. I'll do it at the beginning of the week, so they're all ready to go, and when I go into edit, they're already there. I just have to download this, go in, split the stream up, put the intro at the front of it and the outro at the end, add the transition for the audios, add the transition, the video effects for the outro, or when I chop out the intermission, I go make a coffee, I've got a video transition from there, so that's skipped. So going from when I go, be back soon and welcome back to the thing. Now I don't do that. Now when I finish a stream, the first thing I do is download the stream, and then I go into Adobe Premiere and actually do the intros then. And then I cut it up, and then I put them into Adobe Media Coder, so they're not being converted or they're not being exported, they're ready to go. And normally halfway through I'll start my dinner and come back, finish it off, and then get them exported onto disk while I'm having my cooking my dinner. And then during dinner I'll get up and upload them to YouTube one at a time, in between taking a bite. So at the end of this one, what I could do to make up the half an hour, basically what I've got to do, I've got chicken tonight.
And then exit right.
I feel like chicken tonight. I don't know if you guys actually have that. It's like chicken flavour, whatever you call it, like sort of like if you were butter chicken or lemon chicken, whatever it is, and they come in a jar called Chicken Tonight, and the ad is, I feel like chicken tonight, the jingle anyway. Anyway, getting sidetracked. So I'm having chicken, whoa, tonight. No, stop, get into gear, for crying out loud. That's really getting on my nerves, how it doesn't get into gear anymore. Now I've got a car right behind me. I'm just going to push them out of the way. That went into gear easy then. Not a problem. You pretty sure you have that chicken tonight? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't. No, you can wait. I'm losing my patience with everything that's going on today. All of you can wait. Stuff yes. Especially the gears. I don't know why they're doing that. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so I got to cook the chicken. They need chicken drumsticks, but they're so big. It takes me about 40 minutes to cook them, where it used to take me 20 minutes. Make sure that they're cooked properly. So what I could do is around 5 o'clock, if I decide to go for another half an hour to make up for the losses, I could get up and I could turn the oven on, preheat the oven, and then 10 minutes in, when I know the oven's sort of, quickly get up and put the chicken on and then finish the stream, because I won't have to do the vegetables until a bit later anyway. There's the option. I know it took half an hour to get to that point, but you know what? Gave me something to talk about for half an hour. Really? Because a lot of people ask or complain, I've seen over YouTube, that videos are too long. They want to shorten them down, and a lot of YouTubers shorten them down.
Keep left.
And I've heard seen a lot of YouTubers talk about that. How's this? The other day I was watching one of Fritz's videos, and before his videos start, Mike, I got an ad. Put into chat, how long do you think this ad was time-wise? See who's the closest. Two minutes. You like longer videos? $10 minutes from Mike, 2 minutes. Yeah, I mean, you know why I do mine, it's just for people, but maybe I wasn't getting into gear. I wasn't going to make it into the other lane. Maybe I'll just change it into hour-long ones in. I'll see how it goes. Not that I get many views on the ones on YouTube as of yet. I'll just say as of yet because I'm an optimist. Or delusional, one or the other. Yeah. Okay, it was an hour and 15. It was 1 hour and 15. That's the longest. Before then, I had an ad that was 40 minutes long. Now, the 40-minute hour long one was a TV show, an episode of a TV show. This hour and 15-minute one was coverage. A replay of live coverage of a yachting race that was in Denmark. Catamarans, like miniature America's Cup. I actually watched about 30 minutes of it because it happened to have New Zealand in it and we were winning. Plus I was busy doing something else anyway, but yeah, an hour and 15 minutes. I take it you wrote that, Causey, before I said what it was about. So basically they were advertising the competition, my guess, by actually replaying the whole footage. And this was 3 races, by the way, and shortened because they had to start late. Normally it was 4 races. So 3 races, an hour and 15. I had a spate where I had a lot of ads that were around 30 minutes, 20 minutes, one stage. One of them was on my nerve. It was about a show, a stage show. Some stage show about Chinese dynasty. And the whole ad was them showing a small snippet of the stage act and then going and talking to people who watched it. What do they think? This ad was 33 minutes long. 3 minutes of that was footage of the people acting on stage. 30 minutes of that were people that they were interviewing after seeing the show, saying the same thing over and over again. You sort of got it after 5 minutes. But they thought the best way to do this is do a 33-minute video, a 33-minute ad. And I asked myself, and I've had a lot of them like that, where they're ridiculously long and repetitive. And I sort of asked myself, why does YouTube allow this? But then I woke up straight away and went, well, that was a silly question. They allow this because it's revenue. Imagine what they can charge for a 40-minute ad. Or, unless if they've got one straight fee. I know people with higher subscribers and viewership get a better cut from the ads, and I think YouTube charges the people more for that. It's like prime time is like having ads in the middle of the Super Bowl type deal, you know? Companies pay you a premium to have the ads on during Super Bowl, don't they? So, but, yeah. The TV show one got me. It was a local show too. It was a show made in New Zealand. Look at that money going up. We're $1,000 off being able to buy a new truck. Hopefully this ferry isn't too far away, because we're going to need to sleep in about 2 hours. He's not in control of the ads. And technically you only need to watch 30 seconds of them apparently, and they get the money, according to Frith. But I also heard from someone else that I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Squirrel actually, when before he was on Twitch, talking about the ads. With ad blockers and all that, like there was a spate of people talking about ad blockers and all that with YouTube. That 30 seconds is when you start. If someone watches 30 seconds of an ad, you get paid for it. But I think you get paid to how much of that ad they watch from 30 seconds on. So if they watch the whole ad, you get more money. So just out of courtesy, because I haven't had it confirmed or not, I've got an itch right here. It's annoying. On the outside, not the inside, just in case you're wondering. So I just watch them all the way through generally. But if they're any longer, I'll wait 5 minutes and cut it off. Because even I have my limits. I mean, still, YouTube and that, it's better than television, isn't it? Ad-wise. There we go. Let's see how far away we are. I'm tempted to sleep before we get there, actually. We'll see how we get on. So I want to go make a coffee and also make room for the coffee. Then again, the ferry trip. Yeah, I don't know. I'll play it by what time we get there in game. At that rest stop that I was looking at. If it's close to 9 o'clock, then I'll do it and we'll keep because the ferry trip won't be that long. It just keeps the sleeping pattern good. Yeah, they are, mate. And Windows does it as well. Windows got the spyware and all that. They call it tailored experiences, yeah. I'm still getting the ads for webcams, even though I got one. They're not that smart, are they? But it would be bizarre if you've been looking for a product online, or, you know, and then it keeps suggesting it, which is expected, but then you go off and buy it, and right after you buy it, you never see an ad for that again. That would be, you know, big brother to the max, that one. Is this what I was looking at for the sleep, or was it somewhere else? No, you won't get ads for me. The ads I get are from... Oh, you serious? Oh, of course, I'm in the bumper view. I've forgotten about that. I forgot bumper view. Everything's closer than it looks. Oh, it was... So far, a couple of crashes, right? None of them actually been affected by the new mod at all. No, there's no sleep here. Thank you, thank you. It's always good to have my hard work and knowledge. I seriously thought I was going to hit that toll thing.